Hello, Word Pathfinder. Excellent opportunity to be with you once again. I'm grateful for this privilege. Today we're looking at part 4 of our Rich and Wealthy People Business Tactics, how to create wealth through business. Today we're going to be looking at, what I think that is the biggest asset in terms of wealth creation in business, and that is your customer base. This is going to be very important in your creating wealth through business. What you know about your customers and your customer database, or what I call the customer base, it is going to make the difference between whether you create wealth through business or you struggle through business. In fact, there is no business that exists, there's no company that exists that has been able to maximize the inherent potential that exists in your customer base. No business. Okay, so wealthy business people understand that there's this potential in their customer base, and how they deal with it is different. So how do you maximize this potential in trying to create wealth through business? The first thing is that you must understand that, okay? The first thing is that you must have a list of all your customers. So what is going to be your number one greatest asset in your business is a list of your customer, or what I call the customer database. I'm not sure if, as a business person, if you have a complete list of your customer. This is one of the greatest assets that you are going to need in creating wealth through business. This is going to be very important. I'll come to you about what you do, with the database as we continue. The second thing that is important about the customer is the knowledge of your customer, okay? And that's why I say it's the greatest asset. If you look at it, when the business environment changes, the true thing that changed actually is your customer need, okay? There was COVID. What actually changed? When the business environment changed, the way it impacts your business primarily is it changes the need of your customer. Okay, so rich business people understand that in creating wealth through business, using the greatest asset, which is the customer base, one of the knowledge that is more important, is the knowledge of their customer is more important than the knowledge of their product. What do you need to know about your customer? You need to know about their needs. You need to know about the job that they want to do. You need to know about the frustrations that they are going through, the challenges they are going through, the pain they are going through in doing their job. You need to understand the benefit that they want to get in creating that, in doing that job. What will this help you do? This will help you, to create an appropriate value proposition that matches the need of your customer. So you're going to find out that when your business environment changes, primarily the way it impacts you, is how it impacts the needs of your customer. So at the end of the day, you're going to come up with a customer profile. That's one of the greatest assets as far as your customer base is concerned. What is your customer profile? Who are they? Okay? Where can they be found? You need to be able to define them. What are their needs? What are they looking for? All right? And one of the things that you must follow, as far as your business is concerned, creating wealth through business, how the needs of your customer segment is changing, so that's going to be very important. So the first thing is that to maximize this potential, you must have the customer list, you must have the customer database. The second thing that is going to be important is that, you must have the knowledge of your customer, more important than the knowledge, of your product. And thirdly, you must have a relationship with your customer. And this relationship is key. As a matter of fact, customer relationship should be a key part of your business model. So you need to find a way, to constantly communicate with your customer. Why is this important? Everybody wants to be acknowledged. In communicating with your customers, you acknowledge them. Even God wants to be acknowledged. He says, in all your ways, acknowledge me. So there is no human being that don't like to be acknowledged. For you to maximize your customer database, you must acknowledge them. And this you do through communication. Secondly, everybody wants to be informed. So you find out that in your communication with your customer, what you're going to be doing is that you're going to be passing vital information. Education is one of the key marketing strategies that every business can use to maximize the potential inherent in their customers. So they want to be informed. The third thing why communication is important is that everybody wants to be given advance notice of opportunities that exist before others. So you have an opportunity to give your customers advance notice of opportunities that exist, in your business that the people that are not customers are yet to know about. So that's going, and finally, everybody wants to be led to action. There are actions that your customers may never be able to take on their own. But, through education, through, communications with them, through relationship with them, you'll be able to lead them to the right action, of course, that benefits them, all right? So this is why this is very important. And finally, okay, you need to know the difference between the cost of acquiring customers and your customer, the lifetime value of your customer. Because the real wealth is in the lifetime value of your customers. So how do you maximize, okay, the inherent potential in the lifetime value of your customers? You must understand what we call the Phoebe system. What is the Phoebe system? Phoebe means front end and back end system. All right? Front end is how you acquire your customer. Back end is where the money is. And that's what you do in the back end, where you try to maximize the potential of your existing customer. So you find out that wealthy business people have their focus on their customer database because it is easier to sell to existing customer than to sell to acquire a new customer. All right? But even if your focus is on the existing customer, you must understand what we call the lifetime value of a customer. Okay? And, okay, the cost of acquiring a customer. I'm not sure if you even understand, the cost of acquiring a customer, all right, and how that affects the lifetime value of a customer. So if you want to create wealth through business, you must understand that the money is in the back end, and the back end is your existing customers. The back end is your customer database. What you do with your customer database is going to determine whether you make money through business or you struggle through business. So I hope that this is useful. Because I want this to make this video short, we will not be able to get into all the things that you can do at the back end. But as we progress in this series, we begin to unveil, bit by bit, okay, step by step, all the things that you need to do with your customer database to be able to create wealth through business. I hope this information is useful to you. I will see you next week. Have a great week.